Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we try the scrumptious soul food at Beans Cornbread. Visit the Inn at St. John's for the Concord Elegance, and then we head downtown for 4th Friday's fun, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
I'm chilling in Southfield at the Sidebar. It's this dark, cozy little jazz place, and it's the Sidebar of Beans and Cornbread, where they serve up some of the tastiest soul food in Metro Detroit. And speaking of soul food, Patrick, hi, how are you?
Hey, Veronica, welcome to the heart and soul of Southern cooking, beans and cornbread.
Now, so this is the Sidebar that kind of spurred off of Beans and Cornbread, right?
You're absolutely correct. This is our sidebar. It's literally a bar on the side.
Love it.
we call it Southfield's Neighborhood Tavern.
Now, I love the colors. It's so warm and welcoming in here.
Well, thank you. It's intimate. We have a wonderful wine selection. We have wonderful beer selection. And we make the best peach martini this side of the Mason-Dixon line. So come on in. Let me give you a tour.
Yeah.
There's a lot of African-American history. So when you come to Beans and Cornbread, it's almost like taking a tour. It's almost like a cultural experience.
Well, I love the 3D effect of this painting.
Well, this painting was done by a local artist named Marcus Glenn. He's a native Detroiter, and as you can see, there's lots of texture. It is three-dimensional. There's actual metals, and you can actually see shadows. Very, very talented young man. You come back here behind the bar. I've got an actual Life magazine from 1950 with Jackie Robinson.
Wow.
So we have lots of memorabilia.
We're going into Grandma's dining room here.
This is like Grandma's dining room. Thank you, Akila. Welcome to Beans and Cornbread. Now, this is the heart and soul of Southern cooking. Did you pick up the smells of the restaurant?
Oh, yeah. It smells wonderful. Yeah.
So you're also going to get some great food. So what we do here at Beans and Cornbread is a traditional and non-traditional mix of soul food. So you may be able to come in and order fried chicken, or you may find something on the menu like escargot.
Really?
We have several different cultures that dine in this restaurant. So a lot of times we're introducing folks to soul food for the first time. And then there are folks that grew up on soul food, and we're introducing them to some of the non-traditional items. We call this a soulful bistro. It's sort of a meshing of soul food and a bistro. So it's our soulful bistro. Hey guys, how are they treating you today?
Very well.
Good. You enjoying your shrimp and grits?
Yes, the food is delicious.
You know, we specialize in low country cuisine, and that is a dish that if you go down to the Carolinas, you're going to find it on every single menu. Yeah. Hey, Eddie, how you doing? Nice to see you.
I'm doing great, buddy.
Good. Thanks for bringing folks in today. How was lunch today?
Wonderful.
Good, good. I can tell you didn't like your food, huh?
So what keeps you guys coming back to Beans and Cornbread?
Catfish, cornbread, collard greens, the atmosphere.
And the sweet potatoes are exceptionally good.
Pretty decadent, huh?
Yeah,
I don't know, you guys sound like you're listing kind of the whole menu.
Yeah. We love everything. In other words, we love everything.
Well, this room is a sexy room. This is your private event room?
This is our private event room, and in keeping with the Southern theme, it's called Red Velvet.
Red velvet cake.
Yeah, like red velvet cake. And it is sexy. We call it grown and sexy. This room is perfect for corporate affairs, banquets, for showers, and birthday parties. And the cool thing about this, there's no room fee. You have the beans and cornbread food, and you have the quality service. And it's a very versatile room. It can be set up banquet style, or you can open it up for a cocktail party. At night, we dim the lights. You can bring a DJ in. You can bring in live entertainment. And it's available 7 days a week.
For no fee. That's unheard of. Now on to some of the soul food, what we came here for.
You want to have some of the low country, the heart and soul of Southern cooking?
Yeah.
Come on this way.
Well, Patrick, they say you eat with your eyes, and I want to say that your plating is beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's all about presentation. It has to be a visual feast for the eyes. You know what? Let me tell you about some of these items. We've got a mix of traditional and non-traditional. Our traditional is our farm-raised catfish. We partnered that with red beans and rice. We've got some low country cuisine here. That is our shrimp and grits. So we take a little andouille sausage and we take fresh shrimp and we take hominy grits.
And I see, okay, I'm gonna tell you, that's what I'm really eyeballing. There's like 5, 6 jumbo shrimp in there. That's generous.
Oh yeah, and you know what? They're Cajun spice. This is our non-traditional side.
Okay.
We do a salmon croquette, and we use a roasted red pepper sauce to garnish it along with a portobello mushroom. So that's our bistro side. Then we come with our black eyed peas, which is our non-traditional side.
Nice pairing.
Our fried chicken, our collard greens. Our collard greens are high in beta carotene and vitamin A. We use smoked turkey, so we don't use a salt pork or fat back. So this is a little healthier than what my grandmother used to prepare.
And these are the sweet potato muffins, right? That comes
Right.
standard with every meal?
Rachel Ray says that they are addictive. I mean, she loves them. So, and then you know, we've got fresh cornbread. And then we have some decadent desserts here. We have our sweet potato pie. As you can see, once again, we jazz it up with a little presentation. And then we have our house-made peach cobbler. And some good jazz, and let's eat. These are baby back ribs, and as you can see, they fall right off the bone. And they're grilled, and then that's our house-made barbecue sauce.
Look good.
Pretty tasty?
Succulent. Oh, those are good.
Are you hungry
I like
yet?
the sauce.
My mom made salmon croquettes, but she didn't make them like this. And she didn't put the roasted red pepper or the portobello mushroom. So you have two
Different
different
textures
flavors
and-
and textures, and they're melding, and it's just good stuff. Shrimp and grits, put some
Flavor it up.
Cajun spices, and then we just add it to the shrimp.
Oh, it
And
gives it
that's-
a nice kick. I love that.
That's low country at its best.
That is delicious.
You can't get any better than that. This is our cornmeal crusted catfish. Take a little salt and pepper and, you know, sprinkle it on the fillets, a little cornmeal, and we put that in the deep fryer at 350 degrees.
Nice crunch on it. That's good.
Now, all of our beans and
Oh,
all of
my
our,
God, those are flavorful. It's
You-
just a
you-
burst of flavor in your mouth. Those are delicious.
you like that?
Collard greens. Nice. Who doesn't like mac and cheese?
You know what? Baked mac and cheese. Now, this
That's
is
the
a
secret?
baked version of mac and cheese. And this is how Mom did her macaroni and cheese. She baked it. Good stuff?
That's good stuff.
Fried chicken. You gotta have a little skin.
And moderation. Anything moderation is good for you, right?
You know what? We preach moderation in this restaurant.
Yeah. Black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas, once again, they're flavored with smoked turkey. We just wanted to give it that bistro feel, present it well.
That's yummy. Oh my goodness. Look at the peach in there. I'm just going to be unladylike for a minute here.
Oh, go for it. You know what? That's what napkins are for.
Well, Patrick, I want to say thank you so much for rolling out the red carpet.
Well, thank you for being here at the heart and soul of Southern cooking, beans and cornbread.
And so you see, we've got 3 gems right here in Southfield on Northwestern Highway. We've got the intimate sidebar, the red velvet banquet room, and of course, Beans and Cornbread, where they're serving up soul food along with Southern hospitality. Let's go back to Eden.
All right. Mind you.
That's right. That's right.
Right here in the D in Plymouth is the premier shishi auto event, the Concord Elegance. It's reminiscent of when the rich and famous of European societies would get together to socialize and literally have a competition of elegance. So Brian, the Concord Elegance, what a beautiful day for this out here at St. John. It's a lovely event. So how many cars do we have here?
They said 330 cars, which didn't know there was that many. I thought we had about 310, which is quite a number of cars.
Now the level of cars, the echelon of cars here, really they're the cream of the crop from across the country, is my understanding, correct?
They are. We have people from California, Nova Scotia, Texas, all over the country. People have come to this event. It's one of the premier car events in the world, really. And we have a little bit different type of representation of cars. And here we show everything. We go from the earliest cars. We have a brass and gas class, which is from the turn of the century up until like 1914. And then we go as far as into the 70s with sports cars, muscle cars, and the various American and foreign cars. So we cover the entire gamut of the car collecting hobby.
So to display your car here, it's an invitation.
Right.
Correct?
You can put in a submission, ask to be invited, but you can't just show up on the day of the show. You have to be invited. We look at the cars. We have class structure, so we have certain cars we want to fit into certain classes. But yes, they all have to be invited, and we want to make sure all the cars are fabulous cars.
I'm amazed too at the number of judges. So what are you guys looking for?
Well, we're looking for significant styling. The main thing with a Concord Elegance, the idea behind that is a show of styling. So these are judges that are in the industry. They're aware of current designs, they're aware of past designs. So they come and they look at the cars that are in the class, and they look at something that they feel has some design elements that are significant.
And now it's St. John. We've got more and more space just to showcase all these wonderful cars.
Absolute great facility here. And the facility itself is wonderful. The hotel is wonderful. The grounds are extraordinary. And one of the biggest benefits of this area is we got a lot of beautiful trees. So when we have a day like today, 90 in the sun, there's shade available for everybody. So you can look at the cars in a comfortable environment.
Yes. And so this is an every annual event. It's
Annual
generally the end of July,
End of
last
July,
weekend?
last Sunday in July.
Okay.
And it's been going on for 33 years.
All right. Well, I'm going to go tour the grounds. I want to thank you so much.
Thank you.
Behind me, we've got a circle of Lincolns through the years, and how fitting, since Lincoln has always been a symbol of American luxury. You could take this circle of cars and plop them right down on an artist's palette. This is the color and chrome of the 50s. You don't see cars like this on the road anymore. You've got your tuxedo blue, your lemon yellow, mint green over there. It's an explosion of color right here. So the Jazz Age was more than just a musical era. It also represents a time period of cars, 1915 through 1928. Well, so part of the real fun I've noticed about the event is all of the brim hats the ladies have, and they're all dressed up. How much fun is it for you?
Well, it's a great time for us. You know, the hats is part of it. I think it's something that's coming back. Funny story with this one, a lady that does hats for Kentucky Derby had a display there, and my husband was gracious enough to buy it for me. And that's one thing he said, I want you to wear it at the Concours. So I thought this was a perfect spot to wear it, and with the sun and the heat.
It's exquisite. You really epitomize the style and luxury of what the whole event's all about. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So Chris, this is a fabulous example of what we do here in the D for Autopalooza.
It really is, and it's so exciting to be here at the Inn at St. John's this year. Meadowbrook Hall was great for so many years, but this is kind of shaking it up, taking it to a new location, beautiful Plymouth, and the grounds of this beautiful resort are just made for the show.
Yes, behind us, these are
1960s era funny cars.
Funny cars.
Drag racing cars. They're called funny because they started out as steel-bodied cars and evolved into plastic-bodied cars, these fiberglass cars here, that looked funny because they were so distorted. So it's a very popular class of drag racing that still exists today, but these are some of the original cars from when it first started in the mid-1960s. Very rare because most of these cars were destroyed or crashed or chopped up and built into something else. So you don't really see survivors like this very often.
I think it's really nice too that even though it's a competition of elegance, that they include classes that cover the gamut, that appeal to everybody.
They're broadening the appeal to a younger audience. A younger audience likes racing cars, they like custom cars and hot rods and muscle cars, and it's not all about Duesenbergs and 1930s Lincolns. So I think that the group that runs the Concours realizes that tastes change over time, and a Stutz Bearcat may have been exciting in 1950, but today it's a Hemi Cuda.
Very well
Times
said.
change.
Yeah. These Indy cars are the epitome of speed and style, but me being a true girly girl, I don't know, I'm torn between the pink or the lavender. Which matches my dress better? So these are the originals. These are the 1900s through 1914, the gaslight cars, just one step up from horse and buggies. These Duesenberg Model A's were so exclusive that only 650 were built over an entire 6-year run. So you're a fan of this Discover the G.
I do. I just love seeing your show, and there's so many things I think that people miss because if they don't get to see it, they'll never want to experience it. So.
Well, I'm glad you're out here at one of our events we're covering. So what do you think about the Concord Elegance?
I think it's great. You know, just looking at the cars themselves, you know, that's really what Detroit's all about. People think about the autos, capital, and all the rest, and I think by coming out here. But today it's nice and hot, and hopefully when we take a look at it, we might see it during some of our cool weather to think about how do we plan for next year's Concours.
That's a very good idea, and it's fun to come out here and dress up in your summer vest too.
Oh, it is.
So bringing the coolness into the summer here, we've got behind me the Riddler Trophy winners. They're from Autorama. These are the best in class. They're all uniquely created hot rod cars, and look at this. They're just gorgeous. Want a glimpse into the future? These are the classic car winners 40 years from now. This fabulous competition of elegance showcases style and luxury all the way from the 1900s through the 1970 muscle cars. So I think it's only appropriate that I bid you adieu from the Concours Elegance right here in front of this 1970 Dodge Challenger. There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Downtown Wyandotte hosts their annual street art fair, and George Clinton headlines Concert of Colors. The hydroplanes race along the Detroit River, and Plymouth's Art in the Park features fine art and crafts. Classic Rock All-Stars perform at GM's free concert series, then have fun watching or cruising Michigan Ave. The Ann Arbor Art Fair celebrates 53 years, and the Ovations Christmas in July cruise benefits local charities. Check out the Sterling Fest Art and Music Fair. Then Campus Martius invites you to rock the park. The Arab and Chaldean Festival takes place at Hart Plaza, and the Henry Ford's Maker Fair is an inventor's delight. Enjoy luxury autos at the Concord Elegance. Then Thunder Over Michigan flies into Willow Run Airport. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. Fridays is a new monthly signature event celebrating downtown. It's the brainchild of many grassroots organizations that is aimed at giving us Detroiters bragging rights. Now, it's highlighted by outdoor concerts, there are art exhibits, there are restaurants giving discounts, booths telling you which restaurants have the discounts, there's a pub crawl later on, and it all stems from right here at Campus Martius Park. Sounds exciting.
Today's event is called Fourth Fridays. The fourth Friday of every month this summer, we're going to be holding an event where there's a major musical act performing in the evening. There is art in the park. There is a film festival of Detroit-made films. There is art exhibits on Woodward Avenue in storefronts. So it's a chance to really see what's great about Detroit, which is all the diversity and creativity we have in this city. This is really an attempt to build on the momentum of the Super Bowl. We had hundreds of thousands of people coming down to experience downtown Detroit, the Motown Winter Blast, and all those festivities. We want people to understand that you can come down and have a great time in downtown Detroit any day of the year. This festival is all about giving people an experience, discounts so you can save on coming down to restaurants and bars and the nightlife that's growing in downtown Detroit.
Jim, it looks like there are a lot of booths here, so shall we go take a look?
Let's take a look.
Okay.
You can't find this in just any community. It takes a big city with a great downtown to be able to have the diversity that you find. And artist markets like this are just a great draw for people.
This is all handmade jewelry. This is part of the artist.
It's all stuff that you can't just find in a store. Right. I mean, this is about value. These are original pieces of art, well priced, and obviously discounts are available for a lot of experiences down here. We want to get people in the habit of coming downtown and really experiencing art, culture, music, great food, all on a regular basis. A big part of Fourth Fridays is the discounts that you can get. You're going to be able to get a map of over 40 restaurants in downtown, all of which are providing great discounts. This is the map of the downtown Detroit attractions, downtown Detroit restaurants. Obviously, it's your discount guide. It covers, you know, the principal neighborhoods downtown. Obviously, Grand Circus Park, Campus Martius, Joe Louis, Cobalt Joe Louis area, Greektown, Bricktown, and Harmony Park. You can pick up your very own DET sticker. This is a pride sticker. And basically, we want people putting this on their cars, on their refrigerators, guitar cases, and it's designed to say that, hey, I'm a proud Detroiter. Whether I live inside the city or not, we're all Detroiters.
Well, I need one of these for my car.
Hey. I also want you to know about a tour that happens every Saturday. It's called Tour Detroit, and it's a package of tours you can take. You can go on a tour by Preservation Wayne, which takes you all around downtown Detroit, shows you the historic architecture. You can take a tour called Detour, which shows you all the new development that's happening in downtown Detroit. And you can take a tour of residential neighborhoods all over the city where they're refurbishing housing. That's a bus tour.
Well, thanks so much, Jim.
Thank
you guys
you.
are just doing a fantastic
Well,
job.
so are you. Thank you very much.
What is it that draws you to downtown?
The
so
rebirth. The rebirth of Detroit. I'm a Detroiter. I love Detroit. It's as good a town as there is anywhere. And then, of course, the restaurants. We got as good a restaurants around here as there is anywhere in the country. This is fantastic. How can you beat this?
Well, Jeanette, so you are with Inside Detroit. You actually get to give some of the tours,
Yes, I definitely do, and I love it. It's like my absolute favorite thing to do is take people around Detroit and show them a good time. Normally with Inside Detroit, we do personalized outings. Whatever someone likes. We build it around a person or a group and show them what they want to see in Detroit. So we had to do some basic ones, you know, for the masses for Fourth Fridays. So we do a 5:30 Rediscover Detroit.
Walking tours?
Yes, walking. Just a short hour and a half, guided walking tour around Detroit to get the basics and get you noticing some things that you might not have noticed, you know, when you're just walking to work or walking to the game with your head down. Like the National Theater, which is just right here in Campus Martius, 1911 Albert Kahn, the only theater that Albert Kahn ever designed. Well, everyone's familiar with the Guardian building, but most people might not have been inside it. And it's a cathedral to finance, and it really is like a cathedral inside with murals and mosaics. It's gorgeous. It takes people's breath away. And then there's all the new development, the new bars and restaurants that are opening every day. So then at 9:30, we're going to do a pub crawl. We don't just say, here's a bar, enjoy. We actually introduce them to owners, bartenders, anyone we know along the way. We treat them as our friends and make them feel like they're part of the group. And then they get the little bit of tour stuff between the bars.
Well, thank you so much, Jeanette. It looks like you are the inside woman of the city.
It's fun. I love this city, and I just want everyone else to love it as much as I do.
Model D, and you're responsible for this music, and you guys have got some great talent here.
We've tried to get some different sounds out here and, you know, get people, all different kinds of people in, you know, into the park, and people haven't been to Detroit in a long time. We'd like them to come on down and hear some music and maybe wander into an art gallery or a restaurant and, you know, see the Detroit that's changed and a different side of Detroit maybe that they haven't seen.
What is Model D?
We're a weekly e-magazine and website, and we write about growth and development and interesting people and people who are doing really cool things in the city.
I love it. Nothing like live music.
Fantastic here.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I do a mixed media, paintings and sculpture, using found objects, bright colors, whimsical.
And for you after work crowd, they brought out dinner for the Fourth Fridays. They've got Hard Rock Cafe, they've got hot dogs, barbecued ribs. It looks great. Fourth Fridays here at Campus Martius Park. Great food and a great time. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.